Well, guys, I'm a man of my word. That's right. Deathstroke versus Batman story arc has been completed. That's right. And I have the review for it and the scores. So please keep it locked. And also, just to let you know, spoilers are ahead. So you've been warned. Alright? Stay tuned. What's up, everyone? You already know what time it is. That guy, Ralph. Third favorite YouTuber. That's right. New video time. As I said in the intro, Deathstroke versus Batman. That's right. In my last review of the Lucifer comic, I did tell you this one was going to be next. And at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you what comic I'm going to be reading next for the next review. But before I go any further, just to make sure you guys are paying attention, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Alright? When you hit subscribe, please ring the bell for more notifications. Anytime I upload something, anytime I upload something, you'll be the first to be alerted. Also, share with your friends. Main importantly, I need more subscribers, so please, people, help me. Anyways, let me stop wasting time. That's right. As I did in my last Lucifer comic, I have the new grading system for comics, make it a little easier, a little more chopped up, and also people can get an idea of where I get my scores from. So I try to be as general as possible. But I will say, I was so hyped to read this. Deathstroke is probably one of my favorite DC villains. At this point, I don't even know if he's a villain anymore. Batman's my favorite superhero, period. And to see these two go head to head, there's like an ongoing battle between these two, is remarkable. So, when I first got word of the story, I didn't announce it in the Nerd News, I do believe. But, anyways, I was just ecstatic. So shocked. But I did review it, and I'm going to start with my first grade of art. That's right, art, the first thing that comes to your face. And I gave that a 4. I thought the art popped in your face. I think they do a really good job with bringing these characters like just on pages. I really like seeing the use of color they use. I feel like they didn't go over the top, but they kept it simple, which I'm a big fan of. So I gave it a 4. It only seems right. You know what I mean? Also for characters, next thing up, that's right. I gave characters a 4. I think just the idea of Batman versus Deathstroke alone makes it like a 2 or a 3. But they also brought in our favorite people from Gotham. You know, you get to see Bruce Wayne, obviously, and Batman. That's right. Spoiler alert. We got to see Alfred. We see Damian Wayne. You see videos and clips of Tim Drake. So all of them from Gotham. But then you have Deathstroke's family. You know, you have his son Jericho. You get to see his ex-wife, who's behind this whole thing. And you also get to see Talia al Ghul, which is also really cool. Oh, bars! But I gave that a 4. I thought the use of characters was phenomenal. And they did it right. Story, the main thing that people are worried about. You know what? I'm going to go back to story. Even though I wrote story down next to my list, I'm going to go back to story. I'm going to go to creativity. Because I feel like I got to go through creativity first, then I can go on to story. So creativity, I gave it a 5. That's right, a 5. Reason why is because, as I said, spoilers, I thought they really did the battle between Deathstroke and Batman planned very well. I thought these two was going to fight over something like very stupid. You know, like typical, like somebody murdered someone and Deathstroke being blamed. Or Batman is a contracted hit. Yeah, that was my interpretation going into the story. But the idea of going with Damian is not Batman's son, I thought was brilliant. Because when he first got introduced off the rip, we knew the story, we knew what was going on, right? So, I think sticking with that plot and just, as you've seen Bruce Wayne get comfortable with Damian and Batman just fall in love with Damian, just that whole dynamic of their relationship, I thought to take that away from him hits you in the corazon. So I thought I was super creative and very clever to make the two battle over something that's important to both of them, but not important enough to Deathstroke. Now move on to story. Story, overall, I gave it a 3. I'm going to say what I didn't like first, like I did the movies. The pacing was a little off. I felt like It got like really interesting in the beginning, kind of died out in between, had a little bit of excitement, and then the last 2 issues were phenomenal. You get to see the battle and the closing of how the whole story came to play. But that was the main thing I didn't like. I thought the pacing was a little off. Other than that, I thought the story was good. The mystery behind it was phenomenal. The whole time you start guessing, is Deathstroke really the father of Damian? I thought that was just great. Because then you start like really thinking about Damian. You're like, fuck, that makes sense. Damn, it's not Bruce Wayne. Shit. Then you're like, nah, fuck that. They're delusional. Everybody knows Damian is the son of Bruce Wayne. But then you're like, is he though? And even in the end of the story, they do like the more results as they little put in the chapter in the comic. Batman never reads it. He says no matter what that result says, he's my son. He throws it in the fire, but spoiler alert, the DNA match. It is his son. He just knew. I think the whole point of that was like, even though if this blood comes out, it's not my son, he is my son. And I think that's really cool. Overall, but I did give that a 3, just because of the pacing. The pacing was a little off. Do I think it was enough to knock it down to a 3? Maybe, maybe not. But I gotta be honest. Like, at some points, I saw it dying down, then picking back up, dying down, picking back up. But that's why I give it a 3. Overall, time to calculate. 16 out of 20. That's right. Going by my grading, that's a B. High B, I believe. And it's really good. I think I recommend it to a lot of people. If you're into comics, I think you'll enjoy it. If you're into just maybe seeing a good story, quick story, it's a good read. The Deathstroke Rebirth has been really good so far, but this right here is what dreams are made of. The fight between them two is probably like one that everybody waited for. It got real brutal and deadly. I think neither of them held back. Even though you can tell that Batman still held back because of his old no killing rule. But overall, I recommend it. Please check it out. Batman and Deathstroke and Batman. That's right. That's issues Deathstroke of the Rebirth. That's issues 30 through 35. Just to be specific, because it's not like their own comic arc. Anyways, time to wrap it up. That was my grading. And as I said, I was going to tell you what was going to be reviewed next comic-wise. And my next comic review would be the Marvel What Ifs. I think I've seen 2 of them that's already out. But I know the first one for sure is going to be What If Spider-Man Became Punisher. I really want to check that out. I'm actually really excited to read that story. So that's going to be my next one I'm going to review. And tell you guys what I think of it, the whole grading system, whatever. And maybe if I catch another one, I might grade it. But who knows? Anyways. With that being said, it's that guy, Ralf, your 3rd favorite YouTuber. Please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. After you subscribe, ring the bell. Also share. I'm going to say that again because your boy needs some more subscribers. And I like more people to see my stuff. I have some cool stuff and I want to share with you guys. Alright? Good night, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Whoever you're watching, enjoy the rest of the day. Rub your nipples. And remember to laugh because life is too short. Alright? Adios, people.